Is that time you felt threatened in your position as a majority leader?
No.
There's a time it was muted that Kipchumba Murkomen was going to be exited unceremoniously, and probably you also targeted.
No, my friend, number one, I am not a guest of anyone in Jubilee.
You're there by right?
I'm there by right. And me and many of my colleagues from the north, we have delivered to Jubilee. In fact, out of the 18 constituencies in northern Kenya, the opposition has only 2 constituencies. So, you know, the people who you're talking about are people who are first time in politics, and I want to tell them that...
the people who are talking about removing you from the opposition.
These are small people. So I allow them that divergent space. But okay. I'm not a guest of anybody.
So you never felt threatened at all?
I am never, my friend. I sleep like a 5-year-old baby.
What if it will be muted, Majority Leader?
That will not be the end of my life, my friend. I served in government. I served in the opposition.
As a minister? Yes.
As a minister,
yes.
I quitted. I mean, I was sacked by Honorable Raila Odinga.
Yes.
That didn't end my life. I became a backbencher. I joined William Ruto in forming URP. I told you in 2012 we are going to form government. We did. I worked with the president. I became a leader of majority. My performance track in parliament is above board. I have delivered for Jubilee in the House, and I'm not a guest of anyone. So
you don't, if it was to happen, you're okay with it?
My friend, let me tell you, I am not the type of, you know, I am serving my 3rd term. Maybe my other colleagues might freak. I don't freak very easily. And particularly when the people who are making noise. You know, in my community we say, when the cows go to the water, the frogs don't deter them.
From drinking water? From
drinking water. So okay. I don't lose focus. I am focused on my delivery as a leader of majority. By the way, I'm the first occupant of that office under the new constitution. Today, if I leave, when I was starting it, I started from scratch. Today, I can say without fear of contradiction that Kenyans will remember Aden Duale as a leader of majority. I have delivered, I have performed, and I'm sure my scorecard, both members of parliament across the aisle. And that's why sometimes I don't want to get into the muddy politics of Kenya. Because in the House, I have a lot of respect from the opposition, from Jubilee.
Okay.
So to make sure that the government agenda sails through. But headlines are there. We want to remove Duale. You know, if you are not discussed as a politician, then you are dead.
Okay, which is very important to me because I want to go back. Politicians love the crowd. If you're not discussed as a politician and if you don't have the platform as a politician, obviously.
But the crowd must be a crowd where you're delivering development.
Was one of
not rhetoric.
One of the reasons that perhaps you did not go to Garissa is this simmering fight between you and Governor Ali Korane. Is that one of the reasons?
I supported Ali Korane.
But things change.
No,
things change.
He's a member of my party. So what do we compete about?
But now he's in charge of the BBI initiative.
That's a very small position, my friend.
But you are the senior most. Are you not the senior most politician from that region?
You know, let me tell you, I don't just go for roles for the sake of it. I go for roles to lead, where first I must know what is the interest of the people of Kenya. I don't take positions. So that's a very small position.
But you're the senior most politician from that region.
Let me tell you.
True or false?
Let me tell you.
You're the senior most politician.
Not in the north.
Yes.
I am one of the senior most politicians in the Jubilee party.
So from the north, you are definitely the senior most.
So why do you want to reduce me back to a county affair or to a region affair? I am the leader of majority of the National Assembly. So
if you attended that rally, you're the senior most in the country, in the Jubilee government, from that region.
I told you, I didn't attend that rally for...
Yes, but if the president attends, and you attend as a condition, who will speak last between you and Ali Korane?
You know, let me tell you for free, it is not the matter of who speaks last or first.
But that's how politicians play.
It is the content and the message.
That's how politicians play.
And that's why you guys, media, you don't pick who's in your bites.
Yes.
You don't pick who spoke last or who spoke
We pick the substance.
You pick the bite that makes sense to the people of Kenya.
But when you stand there and the crowd is listening to you.
And you know, let me tell you, I don't play in small games, you know. So
you would want to speak last.
You know Honorable Ali Korane. I mean, it's not the first function we attended. I mean, the deputy president was there. The president was there in my county launching the solar project. So you know, those are sibling rivalry. They don't matter to me.
Okay.
And he's a governor. He's supposed to deliver on the mandate as the governor of Garissa. I am to deliver on two fronts. One as the leader of majority of the Jubilee Party in Parliament, and as a member of Parliament for Garissa Township. So, you know, when you read my history since 2007, I don't just play into any reggae. That's why you know, when I hear the reggae can't stop, I look for the tune, I look at the interests of my people, I see the rhythm, I see where it's going, and then I make a decision.
Okay.
So and that's why you see the difference between me and some politicians, maybe including Ali Korane, that how he does his things is different from how I do my things.
Okay.
Not only he, maybe many politicians in the north.
And
I was alone, by the way. I was one of the very few people in the north who say that I think, yes, BBI is good. I support it 100%. We made as a region.
BBI 1.
No, BBI 1 I support. What is going on now?
That's what you don't support.
No, what is going on now is just a validation. So it's the same document that if you had an issue with, or there was an error that the committee of Honorable, my senator, is validating.
Okay.
So, and in politics, you must take the interests of your voters, of your people, to the decision table. So BBI is very critical.
So if you don't go to that table, because that's my next point, you must take that decision to the table. What if that is the area where this is being discussed and you miss out? You miss out your people.
No. I mean, I told you legally, the only table.
That's legally. There's political
my
also.
Friend, let me tell you.
This country is not about legalese. It's also about politics.
It is.
It's about politics also.
That's why we were saying Honorable Sonko applied the law and President Uhuru Kenyatta in the transfer of functions. And that's why the president, through a Gazette notice, created a BBI validation committee and technical team.
Okay,
tell me where the BBI rallies are anchored in law. Just tell me.
Well, I'll ask you, tell me where the BBI process is anchored in the law.
It's through a subsidiary legislation. It is through a Gazette notice.
Gazette notice has never given has never given anything a legal meaning. Gazette notice.
Ken, you know, the last time we met, I knew you did law. You did law. There might be a difference, but
yes, there's a difference. Gazetting does not confer, cannot confer a legal status of anything.
No. That Gazette notice is even what will make the BBI use public resources, taxpayers' money. And that's why the Gazette notice will advise the Auditor General not to raise queries. So do not, and it has a signature of the President.
Very true, but Gazette notice has never conferred a legal status to anything.
I've asked you, tell me where the so-called, quote-unquote, ODM rallies and ODM rallies are anchored in law. And you know, by the way, let me tell you, I have a choice.
Yes.
It's about civic education. And if you look at the document we presented, I'm so happy that the BBI Validation Forum, led by Seta Haji and Attorney General Emeritus Amos Wako, said this is a well thought out document for 15 counties, for over 110 members of parliament on 7 thematic issues. And we from representation to governance to security to education to shared prosperity to inclusivity to the war on corruption. So that is the right forum
to present your views.
Anything else is politics. And you know, each one of us has a political interest. Now
and yours
and
doesn't
in
tie
the future.
in with that. Yes.
And you know, each one of us has a candidate in the 2020
2022 election, yes.
So by me going to a forum or a rally of another competing candidate, the worst I can do is to send a wrong signal to my supporters across the country.
But you just agreed if the president was to attend this, you would attend.
Yes.
So what will change at that point? What will change at that point?
Because, you know, at least the position of our party at the highest level by the president
is represented at that time.
Represented.
Okay. Do you listen to the president as the majority leader? Were you at Bomas of Kenya when the report was launched?
Yes.
The president said at the beginning of the year this document will be taken back to you. And he even gazetted, you just mentioned the date, early January, I think it was 23rd, when he gave the BBI team a new mandate, right?
So 3rd of January.
Yes. I mean, is the president, these are consistent actions by the president. And then the steering committee, because right now it's a steering committee and not a task force.
The president did not gazette BBI rallies.
No, he didn't.
The president gazetted the new BBI validation task force and the technical team.
Yes, which is a steering committee right now, because that's what they're doing.
Ken, you're a lawyer. You know, if you ask me, ultimately, within the reading of Article 256 and 257, as a member of Parliament for Garissa Township, I will have a say in this document when it comes to Parliament. Am I right?
Yes.
Ultimately, the people I represent in Garissa Township or in the north or in the pastoralist, we will have a say within the reading of Article 257 if it goes to a referendum, a popular initiative. So why the hurry? I've presented my documents. I'm just waiting for the BBI Validation Forum to tell us we have harmonized the views of the Republic of Kenya, and I am waiting for that day because each and every region is coming with.
That was my next question.
Yes.
How is this going to happen? Because we went to Narok. They have their own issues.
Yes.
We went to Kisii. Their own issues. We went Kisii, Migori, Kisumu, all these places. Each place has their own issues. How are we going to incorporate all these? Let me say all the counties 47.
Ask that the BBI task force.
No, as a legislator, you tell me. How do you do it?
It will be very, very difficult. And even going further, how to harmonize. You know, if you look at what was presented in Narok, what the pastoralists presented today, what was presented in Mombasa and Kakamega, alone, to frame those into 5 or 6 general issues or specific issues that can be in a draft bill, either for a parliamentary initiative or for a popular initiative, will be a difficult and a tall order. But why do I have other issues to raise? There are serious gaps and lacuna in law. You know, the people who say, oh, we had a referendum in 2010. In 2010, we had the Kenya Constitutional Amendment Act that created the Parliamentary Select Committee of Honorable Abdikadir, that created the Committee of Experts, that had timelines, both for Parliament and for the committee and for the experts. Now, as we sit here, we don't have a referendum law.
Yes.
We have to there's a new now set of procedures that we must subject these questions to 47 county assemblies. And let's say we have got 5 questions. And out of the 5 questions, there is no specific law that says, can the county assembly of Garissa agree with the 2 of the questions
and leave 3
and reject 3?
Yes. And
what about Kiambu County takes 3
yes,
and reject 2?
Yes.
So how do you, even, you know, a simple question like, how does IEBC verify 1 million signatures? What is the criteria? Do they look at the signatures? Do they have the addresses? When the bill is sent to county assemblies, for example.
Yes.
And a good example was when our friend Okurokot, yes. What is the threshold in the county assembly? Is it simple majority? Is it a 2/3 majority? How long can they stay with? I can tell you.
The difficult, there's
let
no
me tell you-
framework, absolutely.
Let me tell you, and I want Kenyans to hear.
Yes.
The County Assembly of Vihiga sent their message on the Okuru Okot bill last week to the Speaker of the National Assembly. Last week.
What do you mean?
I can provide that.
Long after the
Last
bill
week,
died.
when we opened Vihiga County Assembly, and the Speaker has to make a communication either tomorrow or the day after. So, you know, there's a lot of issues. And these are the issues. How long does the President keeps the bill?
Yes.
Before it
Not
passes?
defined in law.
Not defined in law. When the bill comes to the National Assembly, to the Speaker of the National Assembly, who is to introduce to the floor of the House? It doesn't say is the leader of majority, is the leader of minority, is the committee of... So, is there...
And even who formulates this bill? It's not even clear.
Yes.
We are assuming
So,
the AG will do it.